Dang.
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
Dude, that was that was crazy. They just pretended to be like the crippled people. Boob, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back. Pascal. The man dressed in crimson should not have survived an explosion like that. However, he is alive. You hear the wheezing of the respirator that covers half of his face.
Not another step.
A trill comes from the folds of the partially smoldering crimson raiment. It is a binaric speech, the sacred language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh, binaric speech. The binaric hymn transforms into a Vox-synthesized voice that sounds like thunder rolling over a vast plain.
Flee, for I am death.
His gaunt hand rises to stop you, and immediately your Vox howls in pain and your machine equipment starts crackling. The tech priest's blazing power axe disgorges a cloud of righteous sparks, and his visor glows menacingly in blue and green.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Ugh, blast it!
Abelard clutches his head as his ocular implant is racked with a wave of interference. I am rogue trader Macavon Lacavon Valancius. I mean, you know ill.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation.
That's Von Lacavon Valancius to you.
The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
The tech priest stares resolutely forward, his mechadendrite tentacles rising gracefully around his hunched figure, which is illuminated by the flames of the smoldering remains of the machine. Point at the exploded machine. How did you manage to kill off a slew of people and blow up a sacred machine without even laying a finger on it?
This was my doing.
The tech priest turns around and stares aghast at the burning remains as if he has nothing to do with what just happened. His vox produces a mournful prayer. Oh great, he's got split personality.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
You do not know how you caused such an explosion.
The Omnissiah granted me a revelation. The spirit of this machine was dying, but it wished to perform a service, for such was its design. I sensed this and appealed to it. I do not know how I did it. I merely followed my intuition. The understanding granted by the Omnissiah was not permanent. It has left me.
Who are you?
I identify as Magus Pascal Haneman of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
Altar Templum Calixis. I have heard the name before. The station appears on House Orcelio's star charts in the Furibundus system, not far from the void colony
system
of Footfall. You have traveled a long way to come here, esteemed Magos.
Why do you wish to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
Like, these idiots got themselves killed and I had to murder people. Unnecessary work. If the tech priest's voice carried any compassion for the dead, the dry words that crackled from his vox system did not convey a shred of it. I invite you to join my retinue.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
We got a tech priest! Yes! So one of the Warhammer games I've played was Mechanicus, and it's all about the tech priest, so I know a bit about them. They're really cool. Like, anytime they're like, I would like to get stronger, they just upgrade themselves. They're like, put a new gun here, maybe a third arm up here, give that arm a gun too. Then just like every limb gets an attack every round. I don't know if they do it in this one, but... Alright, what do you do? What's your deal? Analyze enemies. Okay, so he's got similar stuff to her, except she's a psyker. What is it, soldier? Analyze enemies supposed to be dismantling attack. Operative. Immediately inflict one exploit on all enemies in combat. Then make a free attack against a target. That attack always hits. Oh, that's the heroic move. Desperate measures. Desperate measures. Okay, that's the heroic and desperate things. Origin talents. Machine Spirit Communion. All weapons in a huge area gain additional effects. Allies' weapons, recoil's reduced, enemies suffer more penalties to dodge. Enemies' weapons, recoil is increased. Machine Spirit Banishment, reduces the damage dealt from the target's attacks by 26% for 1 round. Targets with Reject the Flesh feature suffer 20 shock damage. If the target is a mechanism or a machine, it suffers 20 shock damage instead, and its characteristics are reduced by 20 until the end of combat. So he could basically say F that machine. What is this? That's the communion. Okay. Alright. Choose a stat. What are your main stats? Tech use and weapon skill. Int is pretty high. Do you use your int? Hold on. Brutal strike, sweep, Pascal. Oh, look, he's got a robot arm that holds the laser gun. He's like, I'm not gonna swap guns. You can hold a gun. Looks like he's stacking melee. Let's get him some I guess we'll get him some weapon skill. For now. We can get different stuff later. Okay, does he have any weird stuff down here? Pinnacle of Weaponry, Fires of the Forge, Steel of the Forge. While wearing heavy armor, Forge-rolled characters gain more movement points, deflection, and cannot fall prone. Do you have heavy armor? He has medium armor. Okay, don't have heavy. Alright. So, do that. Can we... How much strength do you have? 30. I don't... heavy weapon proficiency... Oh, that's heavy weapon. Steel persistence of the forge. Gain a stacking 10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful critical hits from single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction to 20%. Pinnacle of Weaponry. First attack in combat with any plasma, melta, or power weapon deals additional damage equal to int bonus. For the remainder of combat, the bonus damage is decreased to int divided by 2. Power armor proficiency is 45. Where is there heavy armor proficiency? Maybe he already has it. Heavy armor proficiency requires 45 strength. Was that an option when I was choosing the stats he was going to get? No, it was not. Okay. Not sure. Like, this is all fine. I don't see any, like, things that I just love. This logic and tech use are really high. Will not die. I can give it more hit points. You know, that's kind of a lazy thing to give, but let's get Combat Master. Choose a new talent. Okay, there's some suggested ones. Tide of Excellence. Whenever the operative triggers an exploit, they gain stacking stuff until the end of combat. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, definitely that. Intelligence, Perception, Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill. Let's get Ballistic Skill. Alright, options. Precise attack. For the next attack against a target affected by an exploit, the target's cover efficiency will be reduced. Joint analysis. Until the operative's next turn, their allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal bonus damage. Perfect spots. Operative gains bonuses in cover. Intimidation. Next non-area attack. I guess perfect spot. The operative is fine. I don't love it. Like, compared to, like, many of the other classes, the operative is just kind of like, eh. Alright, so level up is complete. Let me look at their gear again. So they've got an Omniscient Axe and a Lasgun. Do I have anything that's better than what you've got? Ratobi Pattern Lasgun appears to be a bit better. Is there an auto sword? Oh, there is. Oh, that's great. Axe, but not better. And Holy Vestment, okay. Alright, let's just do that. An entire procession of cargo servitors was destroyed by gunfire, and not a single one of them attempted to flee. In violation of the right of operation, the shuttle's Promethium tanks have been abandoned and left open. Someone interrupted the fueling sacrament. The fueling sacrament.
Patience? My nerves are
This
frayed.
ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Every one of the dead have had their eyes ruthlessly burned. Ugh.
Cass, tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
Usually a colorful pandemonium, but now your colors have faded. Are you afraid of me, Idira? Or of what I might see in you?
Dark.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
There's an elevator there. Oh, just as like a transition upstairs. Okay. Sin Skin. Light armor with 25% armor. Plus 5% dodge if their agility is more than 40. Do I have anyone that has more than 40 agility that uses light armor? Her. And we just got some more grenades, I believe.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh,
they
yes.
all will see.
This guy. See turrets. Please stay offline. Alert, profane violation of the algorithm.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
There's an activate the turrets button. I just saved the game. I hope they're not going to attack me.
Operation successful.
Oh!
Oh, glorious spectacle of your
okay, so the
demise.
turtles are good. The turtles. I got turtles, chat. The turrets are going to be helping me, hopefully. We don't have good cover where we're standing right now. Alright, quick say. I really don't like this environment. It's so open over here, but hopefully the turrets do really good work. But we'll see.
On it.
If I move there, can I lightning bolt any of them? Yes, I can. Alright, do that.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Alright. And
Will
precog
do.
on her. Or forewarning, not precog. Oh, I like the turrets. Oh my god. Yo, they're gonna make this so easy.
Let's see.
Give Argenta a turn.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Can you give the turrets extra turns? That's actually a great idea. I'm not sure though.
A wicked thought.
He shot through his friend. Oh, look. He doesn't have to weapon swap. It just says that both weapons are available at the same time. Because he's got that extra arm. So he's got the two-hand axe and also a two-hand rifle equipped at the same time. Machine Spirit Communion. She can't get line of sight of any of those. She's gonna have to move up.
Doubt is for the weak.
Piercing shots. What? Argenta? Sweetie, please fire the gun. Chad, I think she broke. She's just standing there, menacingly. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go back in time a minute. I will try that give the turret extra turn thing. Well, that's the first time we've had to reload because of a bug in almost 10 hours. Odd, but not too bad. Is it turn-based or actually was? It is turn-based.
There is movement in the Empyrean. But of course, be strong.
All right, let's find out. Give turret 2 AP. I mean, it worked, but it missed. Wait, no! I misclicked. I was trying to give him a move command, but I ended his turn early.
My vow is to serve. The old Messiah knows all. Comprehends.
Bad roll this time.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's see,
Faith
run and
without
gun
deeds
for
is
an extra
worthless.
attack.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And Revel
I'll
and
do it.
Slaughter. That didn't sound like reveling, that sounded like pooping.
I will not.
Cassia. Which one? Which turret was the one that got all the kills at the beginning? I think it was this one.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Woo! All right, there's a shot.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
She's so pompous.
Follow my lead. Reduce the dust.
Charge and then normal hit,
Victory
and then
is
endure in
imminent.
case you get hit. Let's see.
Anything else?
Analyze. How would you compare this to BG3? I am having a lot of fun. I am very much enjoying myself. However, a lot of the storytelling this is from, it's like there's the portraits and there's dialogue boxes. Sometimes there's voice acting, sometimes there's not. Whereas Baldur's Gate 3, every conversation was like, a movie scene, If you're okay with that, I think this is a wonderful game so far. I'm about 9 to 10 hours in, and I'm having fun right now.
Not this Grayer's job.
Ooh, that made me a little nervous. That laser shot right over my frontline guy's head. Can we give
Let's
Argenta an
see.
extra turn?
A genius at work.
Shoot. No good.
As
Run
the
and gun gives
Emperor
movement
commands,
points, right?
I act.
Let's try this. Yes, run and gun does give movement points.
Rejoice in battle.
Oh, that was 77%. Bummer.
That
All right.
is for the weak.
Entrench for some cover. Give that guy
Schemes
iron arms,
within
just in
schemes.
case he gets shot. Alright, he took 0. Alright, let's see.
As a tactical
Move there,
imperative
analyze
dictates,
weakness, and then use the
request
extra
approved.
arm gun. Oh, close.
Faith without deeds is worth each strike is a prayer.
Alright. That's a lot of loot. Okay.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Quick save. That went pretty well. That fight definitely would have been more challenging if I hadn't hacked the turrets online. That was pretty cool. A very satisfying use of our tech hacker guy. BG3 opening me up to CRPGs. I don't know whether to start Divinity or this. Homing Man, I have played... Okay, if you liked BG3, I want to stress it's not the same, but Divinity Original Sin 2 is a really good segue from that. It does have full voice acting, but it doesn't have, it's like portraits. It doesn't have like the full scenes. Very good storytelling. The combat is very easy to pick up. It uses an action point system. So like if you have 4 action points, You can move twice and then attack twice, or you can move twice and then end your turn, and then the next turn use those leftover points to hit again. Much simpler combat system than Baldur's Gate 3's was. And you don't have to play Divinity Original Sin 1 before you play 2. They happen hundreds of years apart. This, also a great game. I can also recommend Pillars of Eternity. That was a wonderful series. This is great. Pathfinder Kingmaker, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. All wonderful CRPGs. But, again, Baldur's Gate 3 was a masterpiece. And they, less like a movie, and they're more like just a really good book that also has gameplay.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Guys saluting. A young man in planetary guard uniform salutes you. Your lordship, Private Camille Regius, ready to escort you to the command center for your meeting with the governor. I regret to say that the convoy sent to meet you was ambushed and took critical losses in heavy fighting against the rebels. In other words, I'm the only survivor. However, the rebel force was destroyed as well. We can set out for the command center. The success to failure ratio of combat objectives completion for this world's military speaks to its subpar efficiency. I will advise the local ruler to seek my fraternity's aid in upgrading their troops to servitor maniples. Awareness succeeded. Your uniform looks odd on you, soldier, as if it belongs to someone else. Apologies, your lordship. The soldier draws himself up and goes to adjust his gear. It's a new uniform. The guards are in a difficult situation right now, so we often get issued whatever's left, and it isn't always the right side. Your mouth is full of mud, soldier. You are hiding something behind beaming hues of faith and loyalty. What is it? The soldier gulps nervously under the stern gaze of Cassia's ruby eyes. Fear, I guess? In times like these, if you give in to weakness, you're done for, and I'm not done with life just yet. Idira winces, glances at you, then shakes her head. How did you manage to make it out alive if your entire convoy perished? The Emperor protected me, the soldier replies with confidence. I didn't run, your lordship, if that's what you're thinking. I was by my commander's side till the very end. I shot the last rebel from the gang that attacked us. But alas, the captain succumbed to his wounds, and the others had already died. The Emperor rests their souls. What can you tell me about the insurgency? The ungrateful rabble rose in rebellion against the planet's lawful governor and his lordship Caligos Winterscale, our ruler by the will of the Emperor. They are all heretics deserving of a most terrible death. Order will be restored. The guilty will be punished. Enough talking. Let's go to the command center. Yes, your lordship. We have to take this avenue. It leads from the starport right to the command center. It's a short walk. We're gonna get ambushed. We're gonna get ambushed. Alright, let's see what happens here, and then we'll save it for the night. We can't walk straight across, your lordship. Wait, what? The temple's tower collapsed onto the pavement and is blocking the way. It'll take days to clear the rubble. Oh, everybody leveled up. Choose a talent. God, there's so many to choose from. Gives you the ability to critically heal. Whenever a Psyker is healed or heals any ally, if the character is being healed is already at full wounds, that character instead gains temp wounds equal to the healing. These temp wounds do not stack. You already have contagious luck.